even know how to start this.
I just start like that.
Okay, so happy December. I had plans to start Vlogmas and start doing everything with the baby, and still pregnant. I am 41 weeks and 2 days today, so 9 days overdue, and we're currently on our way to the hospital for extra monitoring. So just to give you an update from this week, I had my last OB appointment with my regular doctor on Monday, and he said everything looked good, fluids were good, cervix was looking good. I wasn't having contractions at that point, and he said if there's no baby by Wednesday, go to the hospital for induction. And I was like, well, Wednesday I will be 41 weeks exactly. I feel like that's kind of early to induce, because you can technically go up to 42 weeks as long as everything is healthy and fine. So we ended up going to the hospital on Wednesday. They monitored everything and said it looks good. I was actually having contractions on the monitor that were being picked up every like 7 to 10 minutes. And then she did a cervical check and she said everything looked good. The problem is that there's too much amniotic fluid, and so the baby is basically swimming, and she's not able to drop and engage and apply that pressure to allow the cervix to dilate further, because I've been 1 centimeter for like 2 weeks at this point now. Long story short, the doctor said, you know, it's kind of up to us what we want to do, and I said I feel comfortable waiting and giving it more time as long as everything's healthy, and she said okay, that's fine. Routinely they like to induce you around 10 days overdue, like past your due date, just because if you go longer than that, sometimes you have increased risks. She told us to come back today, which is Friday. We're gonna do some more monitoring, see if there's been any progress on our own over the last 2 days, which I have been having contractions the last 2 days. They just are not close enough together to start labor. My water is still intact, it hasn't broken. I'm not sure how this appointment's gonna go, but the plan is to go back tomorrow at 8 a.m. and start the induction process. So yeah, definitely not how I thought I'd be starting the labor and delivery vlog. I thought my water would be broken and I'd wake up, you know, like screaming and rushing around, and us being in a scramble to pack the bags and head to the hospital. But yeah, she's cozy in there and taking her time and doesn't want to come out. I don't blame her. It's winter, it's cold. But December is a good birth month, and it's just a matter of what day she chooses / her eviction notice comes out. So we'll keep you updated. So it's the next day, and basically appointment went well yesterday, but we chose to stick with the induction. So we drove up this morning. It's about 10:55 right now, and we got checked in. I'm hooked up to the monitors we got in my room. Mike set me up, and I'm hooked up to the heart rate and contraction monitor. And I took my first dose of pills at 10. So she said contractions should be starting within 30 minutes of taking the pill, and then they'll monitor and then reassess every 4 hours to see if I need a new dose. So it's gonna be a very slow process. So my heart rate is a little bit high. My blood pressure was a little elevated. I think it's just from stress and nerves. So I'm trying to take deep breaths and relax and not be so nervous. So I'll also give you a room tour once I'm not hooked up to this thing anymore and I can get up and move around, because I actually have a pretty good view. Okay, so I just finished my lunch and they unhooked me from the monitors. As you can see, I'm wearing a different shirt because I spilled spaghetti sauce all over the front of mine. They said I'm free to roam around the hospital and go for a walk and, you know, get comfortable and try to stay busy. So I'm gonna give you guys a little room tour. So you walk in and the bathroom is on the left, and there's my dirtied up shirt, and the mirror, toilet, little stand-in shower, and this is probably the last time we'll see my belly. I look huge. This is what 41 weeks and 3 days looks like. Oh yeah, I'm ready to get her out. It's time. This is the family room, so it's the private room that Mike and I will be in with the baby after I deliver. This was my setup. I just had my blanket from home, my book and headphones, and the monitor, and this is the view. So not a bad view at all. I'm looking right at downtown. We got some snow on the ground, and it is a good weekend to have a birthday. So yeah, the midwife just came in and introduced herself to me and asked how my contractions are going. I'm feeling a few, but they're not intense, and I'm not really noticing unless I'm paying attention. So I think I might take a nap because I've been up since 3. I could not sleep last night. Just my mind was racing, and I don't know if it was nerves or excitement or a combination of everything. I think my next dose is in like an hour and a half. So they'll give me a second round of pills, and hopefully things will start speeding up. We'll see how it goes. Okay, time for another update. So it's about 4:40, and I am 2 hours into my second dosage. I didn't make a ton of progress dilation-wise, but my cervix shortened and got even softer, which is still progress, which is good. Contractions are still coming, and they're getting kind of closer together. They're still not super strong. They're gonna give me a third dose in about 2 hours. I was able to take a nap and fall asleep while I was hooked up to the monitor, so that was good. And then they just brought me dinner, so look at how cute. I have a Christmas chocolate Santa. So it looks like we have some juice, a fruit, a chocolate Santa. I'm so excited for that. And then this looks like meats, cheese, veggies, and bread. So not the biggest portion. It's a giant portion of chocolate though. Just how I like it. Okay, you guys, last check-in for the night. So the doctor came in a couple hours ago and did another cervical exam, and I am 2 centimeters dilated, and I am starting to lose pieces of my mucus plug. So she said that's good. My body's responding to the hormones and the meds well, and progress is being made even though it's slow. So because my body is responding well, she did want to do a third dose just to see if we can get the contractions closer together and have my body take over naturally and get them closer together. So she gave me a third dose and a final dose for the night, and the first 2 doses I took 2 pills. This last one she only gave me a half of a dose, so 1 pill, because she didn't want to overdo it. At this point we're basically just waiting for my body to fully take over the contractions or for my water to break. Not a bad first day of induction during a pandemic, so could have gone a lot worse. I'm pretty relieved with how everything has gone today. That's my update, and we will see you tomorrow, December 6th. Hopefully it's a good enough day for a birthday. So we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock. They just came in and brought me breakfast. It was just toast and some coffee, and I'm hooked up to the monitors. They ended up checking me, and I'm still 2 centimeters dilated. My cervix is short. It's still kind of thick, but the baby has dropped significantly, so she's a lot lower now, which is really good. So they gave me my first dose, I took 2 pills, and then my doctor wants me to walk around and do stairs and try to get her to get even lower. And I took the pills probably like 30 minutes ago, and I've been having some pretty strong contractions. I told Mike to pack his bags and be on standby, so he does plan on coming to visit at some point today, and it's just a matter of when to time it. I'm sorry this is such a boring labor vlog so far, but we're just waiting for things to kick in and jumpstart the labor process, and it's just a lot of waiting around at this point. We're taking things slow and trying to encourage my body to take over and do everything on its own. So that's the way that I prefer it to happen, and I think it's gonna set us up for the best outcome. But yeah, boring so far, but hang in there. It's picking up, and it's gonna get intense by the end of today, I imagine.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. I was never the one to give up the ghost. No, I was so stuck. I kept on playing my part, wanting to give up cause nothing was changing. But with you it's so clear, and now that you're here I see colors in every spectrum. Guess I finally learned my lesson. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.
I didn't plan on vlogging this portion of it, but this is real life and a part of how my labor experience is going. So I'm emotional because of a few different reasons. One of them being that I'm basically laboring by myself. Hold on. Oof. I'm emotional because I am in a lot of pain, and I think this is the part of induction that everyone talks about sucking, because it just came on really quick and it's very painful. So basically I was having very, very strong contractions, and I have a high pain tolerance, but these ones were like, there was so much pressure in my butt area and my cervix, and it was just relentless, like not letting up. So I begged the midwife to check me again and see if I dilated any further, because we live 45 minutes away and I want to make sure that Mike is able to make it. So they came in and they checked me, and I'm still at 2 centimeters, and it was just very defeating because I've been 2 centimeters since 8 a.m. this morning. So basically no progress, which is very defeating when you're in a lot of pain. And after the check, I started bleeding. I thought my water broke, and when I looked, it was just a lot of blood. They hooked me back up to the monitors, and baby's doing good. I'm having really strong contractions, and they're not sure what caused the bleeding. It could have been the cervical check. She gave me a shot in my butt, and it's kicking in because I'm starting to feel loopy. But the shot is to take some of the pain off and allow my body to rest a little bit. It's hard being here without a support person. I wish Mike was here. I probably sound like a baby. But it's hard. So anyway, I'm not sure if she's coming tonight or tomorrow or what's going on at this point, but I'm having good contractions, so we will see how the rest of the night goes, I guess, in the next few hours.
Hey, I just got to the hospital. Jess is doing well. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning right now. She's at 6 centimeters, and very soon we're gonna have a new little baby. Man, I got the call probably around 1 o'clock, and we live 40 minutes away, so typically it takes about, 40 minutes to get to the hospital from where we live, and I kid you not, I got here in about 20 minutes, which is crazy because if anybody knows how loopy and windy the German back roads are, you would think that's almost insane. So without incriminating myself with how fast I was actually going, I'm here, we're gonna have a kid, and it's gonna be a great day. Can't wait to welcome little Maxine and send us your prayers. Hopefully everything will pan out the way it's supposed to, and both mom and baby will be very happy and healthy. All right, update number 2. She's now at 7 or 8, so we should be seeing her new little one at any moment. I'm gonna actually head in to the delivery room here pretty soon, and I'll bring you guys with me. But before I head in, I'm gonna kind of put together this little starter kit for mama and delivery. So what we got here is some crackers and some water and some applesauce here, and also Wi-Fi puck, because mama needs her Wi-Fi, to update all of you constantly. What a perfect little carrying case. Okay.
The anesthetist will come now, and it would be the best when you wait in this room here on the right side, okay?
Okay.
We come and say just when it's ready, okay?
Okay. Thank you. All right, guys. Hey, update number 3 now. So last I left you, I was getting the crackers and the water together and making our way into the delivery room, or at least where Jess will be. And now they have nurses and doctors coming, and it could be any moment now. Just standing by until they give me the word to come in.
Okay, and the next contraction is coming, yes? When you feel that little pressure in the child, yes? Deep breaths, look me. Close your eyes, close your mouth, and push it. Okay, yes? And the head on your breast, okay? Okay. And push, come, push long. And the head on your breast. Push, come.
Good job.
Come a little.
Breathe. There you go.
Come once more. Deep breath and long. Come. Come a little. Okay.
Good job.
Again. Yes, once more. And long and strong.
Good job.
Push. Also der folgt fester. Gut. Noch halbe Stunde noch. Ne? Gut.
The head is very high.
Okay.
The cervix is completely open,
Okay.
but the head is very high, so we need some time.
Okay.
It's not a small baby, we need some time.
Hey friends, it's now about 11:30ish or so in Germany, and they just shooed me out the room. The baby's head's not coming down. It's kind of scary, honestly. Not necessarily speaking the language here and then having a translator, but Jess is going to go into a C-section essentially. So they shoot me out the room. They're going to have me change and then get into uniform, and then hopefully everything goes very well. We'll have a new little one here. Send your prayers, and we will keep you up to date.